So we all know how broken Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise are, right? They've been banned in fucking every format and they're restricted in Vintage, and we know they're dumb. But they were like one of the reasons you wanted to play Frontier in the first place. So here we are, this is Pioneer. This is the new format, the new Frontier, but it's called Pioneer. They rhyme, they kind of reference each other. I kind of like it. Jean-Luc Picard would be proud.
The final frontier.
But this is the wild, wild west of Pioneer. If you do not know, I'll do a video on exactly what the format is, probably tomorrow. But Pioneer is the new format where everything from Return to Ravnica forward is legal, so it's like a smaller modern, or on a very, very big standard, although it's not rotating in any way. And the only things banned are the 5 fetch lands that were printed in Khans of Tarkir. Apart from that, nothing else is banned. They're going to keep an eye on it, and they're going to ban things as time go on. So they said, be careful when buying into it, because there will be cards that get banned. This deck is one of the decks that I'm trying to show that might get things banned. This deck is fucking absurd. This deck is called Sylvan Ascendancy. Now, the idea comes from a few Reddit threads I've seen when Frontier was a thing, where people talked about this combo. The Sylvan Awakening, Jeskai Ascendancy combo. Now, I'd planned to make this in a modern video at some point, but then kind of Emery happened as well, and Jeskai Ascendancy kind of went down that route instead. But this deck looks to turn your lands into creatures, then untap those lands with Jeskai Ascendancy by casting small 1-drop spells like the 18 we have here, or 2-drop spells like the Anticipates and so on. And then, yeah, you make a lot of mana, you cast Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruises to go above 1-for-1, you gain 2 cards out of Dig Through Time and 3 cards out of Treasure Cruise, so you can just grow your team to a huge fucking size, and then slap their fucking tits off. The current format is, like I said, the wild, wiki wild west of Magic. Nothing is banned barring those fetch lands, so anything is permitted. So this is my attempt at playing a combo deck. I probably will make a video about Burn as well, and maybe Control once we know what we're playing against. The problem with Control decks, which is where I wanted to land initially with Sphinx Revelation, is that Control decks need to know what they're playing against to understand how they can metagame against them. Control decks normally use the most amount of metagame knowledge. That's why Death and Taxes is often referred to as a control deck. You need to kind of understand what your opponent's doing. So this is a deck looking to not understand what your opponent's doing and kill them with a combo. Some card choices before we go on to the gameplay. Sylvan Caryatid is the best Mandork in the format that people can't kill. Can't be pushed, etc. because there's a hexproof. I did try a version with the gooses, with 4 gooses, and they were shit, so I'm never playing that card in this deck again. We got 4 shocks because they're the best 1 mana removal spell. 1 mana spell allows us to untap when we got 4 mana with Jeskai Ascendancy and a Sylvan Awakening in hand and just go fucking wild. But also, oh, excuse me, I burped there because I've been drinking a little coffee. Excusez-moi. But also, shock allows us just to kill creatures. Deafening Clarion allows us to wrath the board of aggressive decks, but also give lifelink to our like 10-10 beaters to get in if we need to gain life off of a couple of lands. Attune with Aether is the other banned card in this deck. Oh, fuck, it makes me laugh. That can go and find one of our 3 basics and also give us energy to use our Aether Hubs. Aether Hubs allow us to play the 4 colour monstrosity that's in front of you. We are Jeskai colours, but white is only for the Ascendancy. Meanwhile, we're actually Rug. We're red, blue, and green. We are... what's that? Teamer, as people say, where we got green Mandorks, green combo and kills, and green enablers, essentially. Merchant of the Veil is our poor man's Faithless Looting. That can also be a blocking body later on, so actually kind of better sometimes if the format is aggressive, because we can make a 2-3 that can block. Slip Through Space is just a 1 mana cantrip. There might be a better one in the format, but I couldn't think of one when I was digging through what other decks have played in the past. It draws a card, it target creature can't be blocked. You can also just make a merchant unblockable, cast like 4 spells, make it a big old boy and slap them to death with it if you can't get your awakenings through. Retraction Helix is a spell that once you've started comboing, you can bounce every blocker and problematic permanent in sight. It could even deal with an ensnaring bridge, like the Jeskai Ascension deck does in Modern. However, no ensnaring bridges. This format is weird. It's so weird. You think about these things you need to worry about, like Blood Moons and ensnaring bridges and shit like that, and then, well, those cards don't fucking exist. It's interesting. It's really interesting. And then our main cantrip is Opt. Opt is the blue cantrip of choice because it's the only really good blue cantrip in the format. Then we have 4 Dig Through Time and 2 Treasure Cruise, mainly because Dig Through Time can be cast in their turn, which allows us to keep up Opts. Anticipates, Unsubstantiate, which is a 1-of to bounce a problematic, like aggressive creature or permanent. Merchant of the Veil, we can keep up stuff. We can even just pretend we've got interaction. Post board, you fucking sluts. We have Full Linen of the Void, because I assume that Gurmag, Narcomoeba, crippling chill decks will be a thing where people are self-milling themselves, I assume, but I don't really know. Also, Prized Amalgam is also in the format, so there could be a pseudo blue-black dredge deck. Spell Pierce is for us to fight not only the blue decks that are trying to counter our shit, but like it's not bad against Burn, for example, and other decks playing problematic opponents like Teferi and other shitty fucking Planeswalkers. And then we've got Pulse of Marassa to grind. Now, actually, I think this card's bad. Now I've added it because it only gets lands and creatures, and we only play 4 Sylvan Caryatid. But we may loot lands with both the Jeskai Ascendancy and with Merchant of the Veil, so maybe it's good. We'll see. 3 Veil of Summer, which is actually against not only the blue decks that are trying to counter our shit, but also against the Thoughtseize decks, because I think our deck might be a bit soft to Thoughtseize. Sun and Growth is in here as a artifact, a disruption spell, mainly for the Marvel decks, I think, that are going to be coming up, or the Mirror. Is the populate version of this effect, because originally I had the bird in here, the goose, so I could populate my food tokens, but now that's not relevant. This is probably just too hard to cast, but I'm too lazy to change it, so fuck you. Pithing Needle is a catch-all answer for Planeswalkers, Aetherworks, Marvels, and other shit. Oko is good against aggressive decks, and just good in general. There's an argument that perhaps an Oko in the main might be good, but I'm not sure. And then we've got 2 Teferi Time Ravelers for, again, the blue decks that are trying to counter our shit, or just playing it to bounce a threat early on against not the super aggressive decks, the decks that aren't, you know, absolutely hammering our balls in, but are still playing creatures to progress the board. Behind 2 Caryatids, a Teferi can do a lot of work of bouncing people's shit, or casting a Treasure Cruise in their turn. That's something I haven't done before. I've never quickened a Treasure Cruise. So I'm kind of excited for that. That's the deck. It's Sylvan Ascendancy. Big shout out to some people on Reddit. I can probably go dig up their threads from what I read a little while back. But big shout out to, if anyone knows who was the original person playing this in Frontier, the Ascendancy Sylvan Caryatid build, I would love to know. And I would love to put it in the comment section below and mention it on stream when I play this in the future, and so on and so forth. Let me know. With all that out of the way, let's play some fucking Magic. Alright, sluts, we've won the die roll, which is very good for us because, like in all formats, winning the die roll's pretty fucking good. This hand's a keeper. We've got Jeskai Ascendancy, we've got to dig through time, we just need to find our beloved Sylvan Awakening, and we're all good to go. Attunement with Aether will find our 3rd land so we can cast the Ascendancy, and then all we need to do is cantrip and dig and bide our time. Oh, the combo. Attune with Aether, Aether Hub, and Botanical Sanctum. Don't forget, Attune with Aether was banned when it was in Standard, because, yeah, Magic used to be wild. I got a 2nd island to make sure we can cast Dig Through Time reliably, but then I realised that we don't have a red and a white source. So we're now looking for more mana. Our opponent attunes with Aether as well, finding an island. Guess attune with Aether finding island might be a very common line in this format. That'll learn me. We're probably going to haggle on their end step, or we might be shocking something if they play something gross. Glint Sleeve Siphoner, eh? Well, that's going to draw them cards, isn't it? So I don't think we can let them do that. I'm going to have to blow it up. Another Ascendancy. I probably should have haggled before playing that land to see if we could find something to cast off of it. Probably should have just haggled on my turn anyway, but keeping up mana does kind of pretend that we've got interaction when we don't. And sometimes you just got to fake it until you make it. Ah, well, looks like their Pioneer's Dark Confidant is online. I discarded the Jeskai Ascendancy because the Retraction Helix is a 1-mana spell that can allow our Ascendancy to go off a bit better. I'm also going to anticipate here as well. Well, we got an Aether Hub, so that's nice. A Sylvan Caryatid would be very good, honestly. Well, we drew another Ascendancy, which protects us against Thoughtseize that I guess a bug mid-range energy deck should be playing. I guess. No one really fucking knows. This is the wild, wiki wild west. When I bounce into the go, my Jeskai Ascendancy. Get Assassin's Trophied. Go! Live out your life! Our opponent draws another card, going up to 6 cards in hand. Then they go to draw, step and draw another card, and go to 7 cards in hand. I'm a little bit jealous, I'm not going to lie. I mean, next turn all we need to do is draw Sylvan Awakening, and we're probably off to the fucking races. Wow. They're 4-colour. I guess when people were saying the mana bases wouldn't work out because of the lack of fetch lands, yeah, they were talking complete shit. Oh boy. That's a 2nd pioneering Bob. I'm calling it P-Bob from now on. Okay, we draw a mountain, which is interesting. I guess I'm going to dig, take a bunch, and then untap with Sylvan Awakening off my dig, right? It'll find it. It'll find it. Jesus Christ, look at the amount of cards they're drawing. That's absurd. Guess energy is going to be a real deck. Take 6, go to 12. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. fucking god. What the fuck? Okay, this is fine. Everything is fine. What did they find? Hopefully not an Ulamog. That'd be nice. Woo! Okay, just a whirl of virtuoso. I don't know, I didn't really play Standard much when this was around, so I don't give a fuck. We dig through time, we find a treasure cruise. We're going to discard our second Ascendancy. We can't cast it and it doesn't do anything. And we dig and we find 0 Sylvan Awakenings because Magic fucking hates me, I think. I guess I take an Opt and anticipate and I dig for it next turn. Yeah, I guess that's what I... Problem being I don't have a land. So I can't actually... Okay. Maybe the Caryatid would have been better, but I feel like we're under so much pressure that I don't have a turn to set up a Caryatid. Although it would block the 2/2/4. Holy fucking shit. Guess we win? Like, I can't think of anything they could possibly have that will cause us a problem here. I need to make sure I don't tap my blue out. That would be a very big mistake. Okay, so here's the combo. Draw a card, and we discard a card. Okay, so what happens now is all our lands become creatures. We float with a blue and a red, and then we need to cast spells to net mana after mana after mana as we cast more and more spells. As you can see here, we cast an Opt, which is going to grow all our creatures by +1/+1, untap them, and allow us to draw a card and discard a card. We draw a Sylvan Caryatid, but we're not going to cast this turn, so we're going to discard it. It's a creature spell. We then resolve Opt. We put the Temple Garden on the bottom of our library, and we draw an Opt. So I float blue, red, colourless, and a green, and I cast Opt. We untap our creatures, they grow bigger, we draw a card, and we discard a card. That card being a shock. Yeah, we don't want. We then make a blue, colourless, and red, resolve the Opt. It's an Opt. We draw the Opt. I'm going to Opt again. We're going to pump our team, draw a card, discard a card. I don't know why I brain farted there. It's kind of pretty linear. It's harder to talk it through than just do it. Discard a tune with 8. Well, we haven't made a land drop this turn, but our land would be a creature, so ignore it. Discard this. Resolve the Opt. Put on the bottom of our library. Now, they are dead, because we have 20 damage in play and they only have 1 blocker. However, I'm going to make sure they're dead. I'm going to make a load of mana. I'm going to make sure they're more dead than they realise they're dead, you know? By retraction helixing their entire board. Yeah, because this can make... At the moment, this can make... Oh, I think they've scooped. Because Wall of Virtuoso can make a load of 1. At least 3. We could then bounce the Aetherworks Marvel with this Retraction Helix Aether Hub, cast Anticipate, untap our bodies, use Aether Hub to bounce the Wall of Virtuoso, force in their hand, then make a load of Thopters, and then we'd cast Treasure Cruise, a couple more spells, bounce all the Thopters and slam in. Or we'll just make one of them so big that it doesn't matter that they've got a couple of blockers. So yeah, that's a pretty good first game. Now, fun fact, this Sundering Growth is in here because we used to have 4 of the Gilded Goose, so I could double up my food tokens, or at least make a new one. I guess it kind of combos with Oko, but that doesn't seem too hot. I guess you want Needle for Marvel, Spell Pierce for Marvel, and maybe these Veil of Summers, because I assume they're going to have Thought Seizers and similar in the sideboard. I also want to bring in 1 Mentor as well, in case they've got multiple green removal spells for our Jeskai Ascendancy. We're going to trim Slip Through Space, 1 Retraction Helix, 1 Ascendancy, 1 Merchant of the Veil. Double Dig Through Time Hand is a little bit rough, not gonna lie. We can have Spell Pierce up for like their second attune, or for the Marvel, I guess, but then we're not doing a whole lot. We do have mana to cast an Ascendancy if we draw one. I'm gonna risk it. At least we're Thoughtseize proof. If they Thoughtseize us, which they're not, they're casting a tune with Aether that we can't now Spell Pierce. Okay, we drew an Opt, which isn't terrible. It means we can keep up Spell Pierce and Opt in their end step. Spell Pierce also allows us to protect our Sylvan Awakening from counter magic and protect our Jeskai Ascendancy from removal that isn't Abrupt Decay. Glint Sleeve Siphoner, the Dark Confidant. Sure. We opt and find an Aether Hub. I'm going to put that on the bottom of our library because we need to find some more cantrips and like spells. Although we kind of need 4 mana to really get there. Oh, that's a Jeskai Ascendancy. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, we're going to play a Hallowed Fountain tapped. We're getting there slowly but surely. I'm hoping we get to really get him with this Spell Pierce. Like, get him. But, we'll see. We're going to attack for 2 with the Menacing Dark Confidant of Energy. I really like the art for Glint Sleeve Siphoner. I think it has a pose and a composition that could become rather iconic if the card becomes, like I said, the Bob of this format. I mean, I've said that like 15 times now. I'm going to keep saying, oh, look, a second Bob. It's a Bob. It's Bob. So, like, they missed a land drop, but I don't want to let my shields down in case they have some sort of naturalize effect off of the energy land. So I'm going to play the Aether Hub this turn, or Tune this turn, should I say, and keep up the mana for Spell Pierce. I mean, we're more likely to kill them if we play Ascendancy this turn, but I don't want to play Ascendancy for it just to simply get naturalized. That would feel pretty rough post-board. They drew an extra card off the Glint Sleeve Siphoner. They're missing another land drop. They're just going to hit us for 4. Okay. We get bobbed, as it were. They play a Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot. I mean, I don't think we care about that, but I'm not using my Pierce next turn, am I? Or am I? That's fine. They haven't played a land this turn yet. They could trick us by playing a land now. Nope, they didn't. Okay, whatever. Sylvan Caryatid. Interesting, interesting. I'm going to play the Sylvan Caryatid out and play the Jeskai Ascendancy next turn. Now, the funny thing is about the Spell Pierce is if they are playing Thoughtseize and they draw it, and they play a land then play Thoughtseize, they've played around the Spell Pierce. But other than that, the Spell Pierce is pretty good against everything else they could play that isn't a creature threat. All we really need to do is just draw another, like, 1-mana spell. Just one 1-mana spell. That's all we kind of need right now. That's all we need, just one 1-mana spell. This got a Whirler Virtuoso and Virtuosa? I don't know. And Servant of the Conduit. So, yeah, they are definitely screwed in terms of lands. We draw a 1-mana spell. So we play Jeskai Ascendancy. We then go green and colourless to play Sylvan Awakening, which will untap our Sylvan Caryatid. This is the moment where they could trophy or like naturalise our Ascendancy and we're shields down. Yeah, they did it. They only went and did it. Fuck! All this playing around with Spell Pierce, and the turn that I take it off, the turn that I go for is the turn they have it. Well, they probably had it from the beginning of the game, let's be real. Okay, shields down, trophy on the Ascendancy. Well, at least we've got a 1-1 to attack with and or block with, haven't we? I guess I'm just going to block one of these Glint Sleeve Siphoners alongside the Caryatid if they attack. If they cast a Aetherflux Marvel, Aetherworks Marvel, before combat, I'm going to just pierce it off the Sylvan Caryatid and take 4. Then hope Dig Through Time will set us up for actually winning the game. No attacks into the plains. That's a 2-2. That's wise, I guess. End of turn, I'm just going to opt. Looking for an Ascendancy. Nope. Got 2 shocks, and we've got a Sylvan Awakening. So that's definitely something. I guess we keep up all our mana and just dig in their turn for the Ascendancy and try and go off again next turn. That's the plan here. They're going to harness lightning their own Siphoner and probably pay no energy, I'd assume, just to put a lot of energy in their pool. So then they can use that energy to draw cards. I can't interact with energy because Wizards thought that would be a good idea to not have any cards. Not even like a linear, not a linear, a narrow sideboard card. Seems a bit weird, really, honestly. They're coming in for 4. I cannot block, they have Menace. We take 4 and go to 6. They're going to cast a Servant of the Conduit, which means next turn they can play around Spell Pierce. End of turn, we're going to dig through time and find an Ascendancy. I'm sure of it. I mean, what are the chances of us not finding it? Pretty low, right? Pretty low. I'm going to use less of my graveyard so we can delve other things later as well. Interesting. Monastery Mentor, Treasure Cruise, and Veil of Summer. I guess we just take the Mentor and the Cruise and go with that then. And we draw an Ascendancy. Go on, do it. Do it, you bastard. Give us the Ascendancy, Mono. Oh, that's kind of an Ascendancy, almost. Well, if we dig and find an Ascendancy, we can untap the Caryatid, but we can't really Sylvan Awakening as well. So I think I need to just slam my Mentor and fire off a load of spells. Here's a Monastery Mentor. Here's a Shock on Your Mana Dork. Probably should have cruised first, but I guess I dig now. Is that what I do? Or do I keep up mana for other things? Guess I keep up mana for other things. I'm going to put a stop in their draw step and I might shoot their one of their Glint's Leaf Siphoners in their turn, perhaps. I guess we need to be aware of Harness the Lightning as well, so being able to cast spells like Spell Pierce and Shock to protect our mentor is pretty good. Crack the Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot, gain 3 life, go to 6 energy, Jesus Christ. They chose not to draw a card or anything, so I'm assuming we're going to see a Marvel here. Yeah! Playing through the Spell Pierce as well. Okay. They're going to spin it. I guess I don't bother Spell Piercing here. But then is there any reason not to Spell Pierce here? Because it'll tap them out, but that doesn't really do anything either. I'm going to let it resolve and use the Pierce later. Oh boy, what the fuck is this going to be? Is this going to be like an Ulamog? I really hope it's not an Ulamog. One time, no Ulamog? Please? An Emrakul would suck, honestly. Just a Rogue Refiner. What the hell is that? What the fuck is their payoff? Jesus. Okay. So this is going to enter the battlefield. They're going to draw a card. I am then going to shock that and end step, which will give them energy thanks to the Marvel, and then dig through time to dig for a Jeskai Ascendancy. But if we get the Ascendancy, we kind of need the shock in order to untap our Sylvan Awakened lands. I guess we go to end step and I cast dig through time first would make more sense. And make a load of monks. And we dig and we find a Clarion. Oh no, we found an Ascension. I thought it was Clarion then. Okay. Good. Good. I think we might have this in the bag. So we're going to take Ascension. And Anticipate, I guess? Or do we need a 1 mana spell? We need a 1 mana spell. Okay. That was a pretty good dig through time, I'm not going to lie. They have blue and black up. So they have counter magic here, we can just pierce it. So let's go Jeskai Ascendancy. Which is the bit they'll definitely counter spell if they've got a negate out of their board or similar. Oh, looks like they don't. Interesting. We cast Sylvan Awakening, which will untap our Caryatid and grow our team to silly heights. Draw a card, discard a card? Yes. Should have played my land for the turn before doing this, really. That would have made a lot more sense. And then I'm going to shock. They have Rogue Refiner, I guess. Still kicking out Spell Pierce. And I think they've scooped. Yep, looks like Jeskai Ascendancy gets us there. We have lost the die roll. We've got a 2-lander with an Aether and an Ascendancy. I'm going to keep this. Can it not be mono red for the first time? Yes. Got it. Nailed it. Fucking nailed it. Though I'm going to probably have to play through counter magic, which does make me kind of sad. Aether Hub. Make an energy. Then we're going to go attune with the Aether off of the Aether Hub. And then we're going to go and grab ourselves a red source or a blue source. We're going to grab a second blue source, actually, because Aether Hub can be the red source, and double blue allows us to cast Dig Through Time or like Anticipate plus and opt a little bit further. Castle Oddenvale. This is going to be blue-white control, I believe. We're going to play an island, and we're going to pass the turn and anticipate in their end step, so they can't just counter our spell with a Spell Pierce, for example, and then do nothing. They're going to quicken something, or they're just cantripping off the quicken. Okay, interesting. They're missing a land drop, which is great for us. We're going to find ourselves a Sylvan Caryatid that we can play next turn. Yeah, why not? Caryatids are probably bad against the Supreme Verdict deck, I guess. Yeah. Let's play the Caryatid and see if it gets... I don't know. Mana Leak isn't in the format. What 2-mana counter spells are there, actually, for creatures? Other than, obviously, Essence Scatter. Okay, they ain't hitting shit, unfortunately for them. Do we want a second Ascendancy? Probably not. Okay, can we play through Spell Pierce? Nexus of Fate. They are like strong blue-white control. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's go green. Attune with Aether. Grab that mountain. Play the mountain. Let's cast Haggle. Discard this Clarion, because it's going to be pretty bad unless they play a Mentor next turn. Find an opt. Cool. I could cast Treasure Cruise, but again, we're not playing through Pierce if I do that. Nothing from them. Do they hit their third land? No, they don't. Oof. Ouch. Sylvan Awakening, put that on top of our library. Okay, Sphinx's Ref discarded. Play a Sanctum. We're going to play the Ascendancy now, and that's playing through Spell Pierce, but not Negate. They're randomly playing a main deck Negate. Looks like they're playing mainboard Dovin Vetoes, though, which is kind of like Negate, but not. Okay, interesting. Getting that Ascendancy countered and having bottomed the other one off that Scry is kind of embarrassing. But we've got Dig Through Times and Treasure Cruisers to dig for the 3rd and 4th copies. Not going to Merchant Vale because I don't want to discard these cards. Dig Through Time. Let's go digging. Picking up mana for pierces and such and whatever we find. We do not find another Jeskai Ascendancy. Looks like I'm going to beat them to death with a 2-3. Let's do it. They've done nothing for like 7 turns bar casting 1 counter spell, and they're in the game because we have span our wheels so heavily. There's the verdicts that we could have expected on turn 4. Let's dig through time again. What a land and an Ascendancy. Botanical Sanctum is a land! Huh. Let's go Sanctum. Let's haggle. Okay, cool. Are they going to keep counter magic up and just make 1/1s every turn? Nope, they're going to cast a Glimmer of Genius in their main phase, try and hit a 5th land drop. We're 1 land off of our Ascension being like a let's go off. Oh, the fucking tap lands, buddy! Fucking tap lands. Okay, let's go Botanical Sanctum. Let's go Ascendancy and play around Pierce here. Cool. And then I guess because then we can just hit them with a lethal body next turn, even if our Sylvan Awakening doesn't land. Maybe, question mark, probably not because we have the mana. What am I fucking talking about? Who knows? Who fucking knows? Last Breath. Jesus Christ, that is a flashback to the Theros era of Standard. Okay. Temple of Enlightenment. Oh, I want to play that deck. The blue-white control decks that play like temples. Those were the jam back in. Okay, can I resolve a Sylvan Awakening? I probably can't. So do I lower the cruise first? But I can't lower the cruise because they might tap out for a big threat next turn. Maybe. Let's anticipate. Drew Unsubstantiate, which is pretty good. Discard this useless shock. Okay, so we can protect against even Dovin's Veto, actually, if they don't. Then we won't have the mana to go off, because, okay, Breeding Pool, sure, let's do that. Any order. Shock myself, yes. Let's go ahead and cast Sylvan Awakening. Would I like to draw and discard? I'm going to love to draw and discard. Please don't have a counterspell that somehow Unsubstantiate can't protect against. This can protect against that, so that's nice. Draw a card with Jeskai Ascendancy? Yeah, why not? And discard. Yeah, discard this one. Actually, Step Through Space is better than Retraction Helix here. I'm an idiot. They have seen enough. They're aware of the combo. They don't want to play it out anymore. Okay, we got there. Okay, this hand has an Opt and a Carotid and a Jeskai Ascendancy, so I'm going to keep this. This seems pretty sweet. Don't forget, we got our opponent last game because they just didn't fucking do anything for a long time. And we almost didn't do anything either. But we ended up doing more than they did. And that's what mattered in the end. So, what do we draw here? Deafening Clarion. That's a pretty dead card. I probably should have cut that post-boarding instead of the shock, because the shock's a 1-mana spell. Okay, never mind. Live and learn. Sideboarding a new deck against a new deck in a new format is kind of hard, honestly. Fabled Passage. Everyone loves that fucking card in this format. Honestly, Sylvan Awakening is pretty good, so yeah, we're going to put that on top of our library. That's the combo in hand now. Sylvan Carotid, go. Maybe they cut their verdicts because they don't seem like they're very good against us. What we don't want to do is slam all our lands into a Secure the Wastes. That would be fucking miserable. Interesting. Okay, we got ways around that. We got Teferis, Unsubstantiates, and all that sort of jazz. But that's some pretty strong sideboard tech, honestly. They've got potentially Negate up here, or Spell Pierce. So slamming the Ascendancy seems bad. So I'm going to play a Mountain and pass the turn and anticipating their end step. Yeah, how likely they'd have Pierce? Who knows, but I don't want to play into it, honestly. They're quickening in our end step, which we can't cast in our turn because of this anyway. You can't counter people's counters with Deafening Silence in play. Yeah, it's pretty rough. We're going to haggle this Deafening Clarion into the bin because it's fucking shit. We drew a land. We can cast creature spells. They're going to counter our merchant, which I'm kind of perfectly okay with, honestly. So they quicken, and they can't cast anything but creatures now. If they played a Monstrous Mentor after we ditched this Clarion, I would have been very fucking sad. They obviously got counter magic up. I'm going to shock myself, and I'm going to dig through time in their end step. If they counter it, we can untap, play Teferi, and tick up, and we will be in a fucking sweet spot, because they can't counter our shit after that. Draw a card off Azorius Charm. Oh, I fucking love Azorius Charm. I want to play the Azorius Charm deck. Not that this deck isn't cool, because this deck is fucking... Do we play around Spell Pierce? I guess we do. This way we can play around Pierce, but like they want to counter this because... Yeah, there we go. Oh, no, but it's a 1-mana counter. Mystical Dispute's pretty good. It's better than Spell Pierce here. Honestly, maybe that should be in our sideboard over the Pierce. I might just Sylvan Awakening now to slap them for a bunch. Might be the correct thing to do. Or do I bait out counter magic with the Jeskai Ascendancy? Guess this allows us to Treasure Cruise next turn. Attacking for 6 isn't the greatest thing in the world, but it uses one of the cards in our hand for something without it getting obviously countered, which allows us to cruise next turn, which will get countered. The other option is digging in their end step again in order to get them to tap out so we can resolve the Teferi. I think that's the line I'm going to take. But I might do that after I've attuned to get our mana up further. Okay, so we're probably going to dig through time in their end step again. And they're going to Mystical Dispute or Pierce it. What they're going to do. And then we're going to stick it to... Come on. If this just resolves, then we're in a real good spot. I guess they could just counter the things we get off of it if they've got enough counter magic. It does resolve. Interesting and or frustrating, I guess. Merchant of the Veil and dig through time into hand. Any order on the bottom. Definitely Silence is a pain in the arse. Like a real big pain in the arse. We probably need this Sundering Growth in our deck to deal with it. Haggle. Ditching a Cruise, I guess. Draw a Veil of Summer, and then we're going to cast this. That gives us a threat. They might have removal in hand still for the merchants, which seems like a bad thing to keep in, honestly. But maybe they're expecting Monastery Swiftspear in the... not Monastery Swiftspear, sorry. Monastery Mentor in our post-board plans. Yes. So maybe actually they do have some form of removal. They might also have just catch-all removal like the Tension Sphere. Supreme Verdict. I will allow that. Maybe? Do I Veil of Summer or opt? Guess I opt. They still have Dovin's Veto up, them motherfuckers. We have all 3 of our basic lands in play. Do they veto this if there's a Deafening Silence in play? That's the question. They do. Because they have to go 1 for 1, like I said. As long as they can draw cards, they have to go from 1 for 1 with Deafening Silence. Ooh, okay. Interesting. And they shocked themselves. What does that mean? Well, they can't counter this because they've already cast a non-creature spell this turn. I guess Attune with Aether allows us to shuffle our deck when we know that our dig through time is in the bottom of our library. That's nice. Cast an Oko. This will get countered. It didn't get countered. Oof. Okay. Interesting. So they have a removal spell for it now? Or they're just going to make a 1-1? Because making 1-1s doesn't really beat Oko. He makes a 3-3 every other turn. Sphinx's Rev? Dig through time of their own. Okay. I mean, we've cast, what, 3 dig through times at this point? So it's only about time that they cast their own. That's basically the best thing to be doing in blue. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn this elk into a 3-3 and threaten their life total with a food token. Oko appears to be pretty good against control. They'll have to do something eventually, and then we'll just Sylvan Awaken them to death, or to ferry the Deafening Silences away slowly, one of the two. We're going to cast Ascendancy to bait out some counter magic so they can't dig again in our end step, forcing them to interact with our stuff instead of the other way around, but no, they let it go. Glimmer of Genius in our turn. They untap with a 4 energy in pool. Is Glimmer really the best 4-mana version of that? I guess Sensor isn't very good now either. Oh, they're a Nexus of Fate deck, aren't they? Of course they are. So they will have to counter the Sylvan Awakening. Like, absolutely have to. Okay, Attune with Aether. Okay, shuffling that last dig through time. Let's get into combat with our 4/4 elk food token artifact creature thing that no longer has an ability. Yeah, and it's green. Get fucked by my green hoghead, bitch. I don't actually mean that. I don't mean you're a bitch. I don't want you to get fucked. Make a 1/1 white human. Sure. That means they aren't nexusing, which is nice. They can fog that 3/3 forever. Draw a card off the Azorius Charm. Sure. Quicken. Sure. Guess we might see a Nexus this turn. But as long as we don't cast spells, we can fake that we've got counter magic, I guess. Aether Hub makes an energy. Then we turn this food token into an elk. Go to combat attack for 6. They can block 1, so they'll go to 6. They block 1. I probably just slam Teferi. Teferi number 1, should I say? Yep, they block with the human. And then I play Teferi number 1. I would love to use the Ascendancy's ability and discard an opt. Yeah. Does this resolve? Because then we can Treasure Cruise in their turn. It does not resolve, surprisingly. The problem with Nexus is if they thin their deck out, they could just Nexus indefinitely and then we lose. And Elspeth would also blow up all our food tokens, interestingly. Destroy all non-land permanents. I'm going to see if I can counter that with the Spell Pierce. I don't have anything that's going to stop that, I don't think. I'm going to draw and discard Botanical Sanctum, sure. Stevens in the bottom of my library. Draw the Aether Hub. Now we just need to play Teferi. They counter that, then we Sylvan Awaken them to death. Failing that, if Teferi sticks, then we just Sylvan Awaken them to death. Either way, really. And we got a Spell Pierce. Well. Look what the cat dragged in. Fairy. Dovin's Veto. Sure. And if we Sylvan Awakening and have to pierce a disallow, we only take them to 2. Oh no! Okay, I guess we Treasure Cruise now, which will probably get disallowed as well. It did not. And now we can Sylvan Awakening next turn as well. And we've got Pierce and Veil of Summer. Cool. Sure, we're going to say no. We're going to make sure our Sylvan Awakening next turn actually resolves with the Spell Pierce into Veil of Summer. 3 cards. Can it not be Nexus of Fate, please? One time? Dig through time. Well, I guess they're going to cast Nexus now then, aren't they? Oh boy. And they've got enough mana to cast it and pay for the Spell Pierce. Hope they cast Dig through time, then Azorius Charm, then Nexus of Fate. That would be nice. Did they not find the Nexus of Fate? Did we see Nexus of Fate this game? I swear we saw it in the first game. Interesting. Okay. I guess we go for it. If we play the Ascendancy first, though, then they might counter the Ascendancy, but at the same time, if they don't, we can't kill them with the Sylvan Awakening if they try and counter the Sylvan Awakening. Let's try Awakening our lands one more time. They're going to disallow. Okay, and I'm going to cast a Veil of Summer. Counter that with disallow as well. And I'm going to have to say okay to all of these things, which sucks immensely. Am I out of Sylvan Awakenings now? Because that might be a problem. No, we should have one more in the deck. Should have stuck the Ascendancy first, perhaps? Unsure. We've also got a Merchant in the deck as well, which can be our lethal threat. We have less cards in our library again now than them, but they won't deck out because of Nexus of Fate. Destroy an online spells. I'm going to have to pierce that, my friend. I'm so sorry. There's no way I can let that happen. I will not be drawing and discarding in case we discard the last Sylvan Awakening in our deck. They had the second land for the pierce! That must feel pretty bad, not going to lie. And then what do we draw? Attune with Aether. Well, I guess we're going to use that as a cantrip later. I didn't take out the other merchants. There should be a second merchant in the list, right? Oko's dead. Teferi isn't a win con. So we've got 2 more win cons in our 20 card library. And I'm gonna get there. Anticipate. Okay. Okay. Grows our team. Then we're going to draw and discard. We're going to draw Botanical Sanctum, which we're going to discard. And then we're going to find Jeskai Ascendancy and a Needle and a Sylvan Caryatid. I guess we're going to take the Needle, because it's the one that gives us the most ways to deal with things that they could draw, and Ascendancy isn't necessarily even our win condition anymore. Put the others in the bottom of our library. So at least we're not drawing redundant things there. I guess I'm going to pass the turn one more turn. I'm going to cast Needle next turn, naming the castle. And draw 7, go to 12 cards in library! Oof, I need to counter that Nexus when it comes around, but I don't have any counter magic left in the deck, I don't think. 13 lives a lot more than 7. Discarded 2 revs there. We drew a Sylvan Awakening. Can we get them to tap out with the Ardent Veils now? We're going to tune with it, and we're going to discard it. If this Sylvan Awakening doesn't resolve, we probably don't win this game. We've seen 2 of our 4 Veil of Summers. Let's be real, it doesn't look like it's resolving, does it? Well, we might have to go to game 2. 3 even. Oh, okay, they're drawing cards. They scooped it up. They didn't have a way to counter that. So we ended up doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 minimum damage to them. Just Ascendancy plus the attune means we can do more damage. I'm very surprised we won that. I felt like we were on the precipice of them just playing a Nexus of Fate, which I think we saw in game 1, but I might just be like fucking imagining shit, because I played a lot of Magic today. We have won that die roll again, because it's better to be lucky than it is to be good. Our opening hand has 2 mana sources in it, 1 Sylvan Caryatid, a Shock, the combo, and an Opt. I'm going to keep this. We can't use the Aether Harp on the Shock or the Opt, so I'm going to lead with Mountain. We're going to play Sylvan Caryatid off of our Aether Harp, and then Love Life from there. Then the Sylvan Caryatid can cast Opt, find us a blue source, and then we're kind of off to the races. Kinda? Okay, this is what I feared. The burn/aggro matchup. I don't think my sideboard is anywhere near configured enough to beat this. This is probably the best deck in the format right now. I guess we can block the Swift Spear once if they play anything else. If they keep 2 mana up, I don't want to risk losing the Caryatid because it makes our hand fucking terrible. Eidolon's also very good against us, so I'm glad we got the Shock in hand. There's the Eidolon, so we're going to shock the Eidolon on our turn. Pew. And then we're going to anticipate in their end step to find a land. But we are on turn 3, so maybe I should anticipate now. I can take the damage. I'm going to anticipate now. So that way, if we find a blue source, we can opt. We did. Oh no! We didn't find a blue source. Caryatid's fine. Caryatid's fine. Fine, he says. Taking more damage and going lower and lower as time goes on. Another Eidolon would be positively fucking terrible for us because we need to be able to cast multiple spells to not just die. Light up the stage. Okay. What are they? Exile. Sinbad. 2 Bomat Couriers. Guess they're casting Bomat Courier then. Oh my goodness. Oh no, just an Eidolon. Fuck. Okay. We are in huge amounts of trouble. Huge amounts of trouble. We need to find one of our other 4 copies of Shock. Well, 3 copies left in the deck. Ramanat Ruins. Okay. Bomat Courier 1. Okay, I guess they're taking damage, which is nice. We block the 2 and take 3 and go to 10. So, our sideboard is fucking awful for this. Like, we've got, like, Oko and a Sundering Growth and a Pulse of Marasa. I guess, yeah, I should have come more prepared for the red matchup, honestly. As that might be the one we lose to mainly in this league. Stage again. At least they're hurting themselves. It means we might randomly be able to, like, crack back and kill them, maybe? Ramnap, Ruins, and Viashino. I guess I might just be Sylvan Awakening for, like, blockers that kill their stuff this turn. That might be a thing we have to do. Take 2. Sylvan Awakening. Pass back. Hopefully they punt that Eidolon into us. And then we can try and go off. If they don't do that, then we are probably, and by probably I mean most definitely, I guess untapping and drawing Unsubstantiate might get us there. That said, these Aether Hubs are looking very clunky for our mana. We actually probably couldn't cast Jeskai Ascendancy and Unsubstantiate next turn. They are throwing the Idol under the bus. Is that because it kills us somehow? Okay. If they've got the third, well, I mean, our deck can't beat a second Eidolon. So if they've got a third Eidolon in hand, there's not a lot we can do about it. Go to 6. Pyromancer us? Okay. I mean, if we can go off this turn, if we draw another land, we might be in a safe spot. Wild Slash to 2. Oh, they just have Oh my god, I'm dying to a Wild Slash. Maybe I don't like this format.
Not like this. Not like this.
Okay, we're on the play. We have 2 lands into Caryatid into Jeskai Ascendancy. That seems into Monetary Mentor. Okay, this is pretty good, honestly, as far as hands go. And then Mentor into Attraction Helix off of the Ascendancy seems absolutely gas. We have to go and get a red source, I think, of this Temple Garden. Would we get a blue source? I'd probably get a blue source, actually, as there are blue spells in our hand. Our Caryatid can be our red source for the Ascendancy. No turn 1 play. Just going to pass. Go on. Go on, treat it. No. 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 Stop. Oh, fucking bollocks. We play a Caryatid and pass back. Eidolon will be pretty bad, but we've got the Attraction Helix to deal with Eidolon as well. So it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm going to block here. The chance of having a +2/+0 pump spell are very, very low. Okay, all good. Smuggler's Copter. Fine, fine, fine. All the all-stars of the formats that no one liked. Let's go Mountain, obviously. And then just Jeskai Ascendancy. I mean, we can Attraction Helix in their turn if we want to, like, bounce the Copter, for example. Yeah, it doesn't seem terrible. Though having a Mentor out and then using Attraction Helix might be better. Swift Spear. Okay, okay, okay. Crew the Copter. Do I let them even go to combat here? Yeah, I don't think I use my Helix here. They discard a mountain to their Smuggler's Copter, sorry. If I use the Helix, the problem is if they play an Eidolon after the Helix, then we're in a real shit spot. They didn't play an Eidolon, so that's a very good thing. We can play this Monetary Mentor and protect it with the Helix and the Opt. Do I bother keeping the Hallowed Fountain up? No, I do. There we go. There is a Monastery Mentor in play. Oof, we're cutting this fine. An Eidolon would be god-awful, like the worst. But we can bounce it with a Helix. So I guess I'm saying it'll be the worst. But what I mean is it's almost the worst, but not quite. Now, they want to shoot our Mentor in response to us starting to pump, I guess. It's kind of like who shoots first kind of thing. Crew that Copter. Searing Blood, our Mentor. Okay, it's time to go a little bit wild. Attraction Helix onto our Sylvan Caryatid. We'll pump our team and grow everything and dodge this bloody Searing Blood. They're going to have a second one, I would assume, unless they let that... No, they let that prowess resolve. Then this monk comes in. Then we untap our team. Then we draw a card and discard a card. We're going to discard... Are we going to discard Shock? Probably not. Maybe we should discard... Time's so good though, but we can kill half their board. Okay, let's go ahead and discard Dig Through Time. That might have been horribly wrong. We'll find out soon enough. Helix resolves. Prowess and this resolves. We're then going to make a red. And we're going to shock the Bomat Courier or the Monastery Swift Spear. Probably the... Nah, the Bomat Courier. The card draw's too good. And then we're going to make a load of more monks and more prowess, and our Monster Mentor's going to grow. I wonder if Mentor should be in the main deck. The card's pretty damn fucking good. Discard the Dig Through Time is rough. Or a card, discard a card. Teferi. Then we can opt again this turn for more monks. I think we want the Teferi though. Shock kills the Bomat Courier. Prowess resolves on that. And then we're going to return the Copter to the hand. And then if they play an Eidolon, we can bounce it with the Time Raveler. That's why I thought Time Raveler was better than the Opt there. But it's hard to say. Swift Spear's still big. It can attack, but I'm going to block the 4/4 monks. They probably don't want to do that. Okay. They're going to just play the Copter out again. We drew a second Time Raveler. Interesting. We probably don't want that then. So we're going to Time Raveler. And make our Monastery Mentor tokens very, very big. Always yield to those. Always yield to those. Always yield to that. Probably always yield to that too. And then we'll draw a card and discard a card. Yes, please. Sylvan Caryatid can go to the bin. Fine. Teferi resolves. He's going to bounce that Copter to hand. And draw us a card. A Plains. Guess we just play another Teferi. Throws our team in every possible way. Both wide and tall. And our opponent scoops it up. So, okay. That went surprisingly well. considering we didn't gain a single piece of life against them. They had a skull crack in hand. Guess life gain isn't always the best way to get people. So this is an unkeyable hand. Okay, because we can merchant the Veil, but then we might be just fucked. So this is going to go. This is keepable. We've got Oko and a Caryatid in hand. Guess I'm going to put back the Treasure Cruise or the Sylvan Awakening. Put back the Cruise. We want as many blockers and things as possible. Like playing Caryatid into Oko might be pretty strong. Especially if we can like... Oh, I don't want to pass my turn. That would be awful. Let's go Breeding Pool and not shock ourselves. Okay, we're taking another one from Taylor Swift Spear here. It might be the Wiki Wild West, but we've got Taylor Swift Spear doing a cameo in this cover of Will Smith's famous song. Okay, they hit their second land being a Ramnut Ruins. And they hit a Bomat Curry. Searing Blood next turn. We won't give it a target. So that'd be nice. I'm going to block the Bomat Curry here just in case they got double, like, Wild Slash or Shock or whatever. Because I don't want to lose my Caryatid. That would be game over. You got double red. Guess if we play Oko and they just shoot it a lot, then we've gained a lot of life. We could also Merchant and play a Caryatid, which seems pretty good. Or Haggle, should I say. If we hit land drops, we're more likely to crack our food tokens and such. A time we'll still struggle to Searing Blood anything that we play. The only card in our deck they can Searing Blood is the Monstrous Mentor. They missed the land drop on turn 3 as well, which makes me very happy. Soulscar Mage. Ugh, okay. Well, let's see how good Oko can be. Create a food token. He's on 6 loyalty as well, and I've got a blocker. Oh boy, this might be a struggle for them to kill, as it makes us 3 life every turn. We could also swap our food token for, like, their Smuggler's Copter or something. That's pretty good. The Smuggler's Copter is pretty good at, like, challenging the Oko, so I guess we're going to ferry the Smuggler's Copter. All at Oko, okay. Being the 2-3. Oko will take 3. Can we draw another land? Maybe we cannot. Okay, let's opt. If we opt, though, we're keeping our... I'm going to haggle instead. Discarding Sylvan Awakening. Finding another Merchant of the Veil. Create another food token. Fairy. Once the then my Oko dies. Is that right? But then they can't kill Oko and the Teferi. And Oko's then took a lot of damage and made us food tokens, which is all good. We drew a shock as well. It's not bad. They spend their turn playing the Smuggler's Copter and attacking Oko for 5. If we hit a land, we'd be in a much better spot, but there wasn't really a whole lot we could do. They've gone to combat without triggering Prowess, which seems very suspect. They might have just punted that away at us. They're going to kill Teferi. Yeah, Oko's pretty miserable for Burn to deal with, let's be real. I guess they've got Skullcracks in hand. They might be keeping Skullcrack up now for like the rest of time. Bought ourselves a lot of turns here. We just need to hit some lands now. Okay, they're just playing a Copter post-combat. Looks like they did punt. Whoopsie daisy. We've drawn multiple shocks. Guess I can opt now. Put on top of our library. Hit a land drop. Yeah, baby! I guess we can we even shock this in? Because then we can play Merchant of the Veil, we can uptick Oko, we can shock something, we'll be in a pretty good spot. I am gonna shock it. Wild with abandon. We could uptick to turn the Copter into a 3-3 Elk and double shock it on their turn. That deals with it forever. But I'd rather just steal it, honestly. Just gonna make another food token. Just got 9 life casually in the bank. The Copter will attack our... Well, I guess there's no reason not to shock the Bomat Carrier now with no mana up, right? So let's kill that. The Prowess creatures are kind of like that. Through the Copter. Okay. They're going to attack with the Copter and the Mage, I would assume. And then I'm going to block the Mage, and if they have double spell, I'll shock it in response to the second spell. Incoming Copter. They're discarding the Searing Bloods. Fair enough. They're also hitting our face. Interesting. If they skull crack now, we can just crack loads of food in our turn as well. Pretty good, honestly. Light up the stage. Sure. What do they hit? Goblin Chain Whirler. Ew. That's got First Strike and it's a 3-3. And they hit a mountain. But they're playing something else instead. Eidolon. Okay, I'm gonna anticipate now. I'm going to find an Aether Hub. Let's hit some land drops. That's going to resolve, and then I'm going to shock it. We're going to take some damage, but I think it's okay. I'm going to hit some lands. Do we just cast double merchant? Pretty good. I've made a food. I've made a merchant. And we're probably going to crack a food in their turn. I've got to be aware of Skullcrack, though. That's the thing. Like, they could have double Skullcrack and then Smugglers. If they have double Skullcrack, I guess fuck me, right? There's not much I can do about that. I'm going to start cashing these food in over the next couple of turns, though. Okay, they crew the copter. Hack us. I guess I just don't crack the food until they go first. They're going to discard a mountain. Rockerinos. We still die a double Skullcrack here. Wild Slash. My face. That doesn't kill me. Food now, because I can't go too low. Okay, the food resolves. Oh, the copter was at Oko. I misunderstood. So that was just to kill one of my caryatids. Okay, that makes sense. Let's cast Haggle and discard this island. Found another caryatid. That's not too bad. Found a mentor. I guess we steal the Goblin Chain. Well, no, we cannot. I'm an idiot. Okay. I can turn the Goblin Chainwaller into an elk and double block it. That's not terrible with 2 merchants. Oh, wow. It's -1/-1 forever? Oh, fuck. Okay, let's turn that into an elk. Get rid of that first strike. This is a complicated game of Magic, and I'm kind of loving it, if I'm completely honest with you. Searing Blazes are now online on this merchant over here. We're going to make that. I guess I'm not blocking with this character anyway, because it's too easy to kill, so I'm going to make that mana and gain that life now. There are 4 cards in hand still, and the quality's there from the Smuggler's Copter as well. They can finally kill Oko here, and then we just need to untap and like draw a treasure cruise to go with this mentor, and then we can just go wild. No! That makes my double blocks absolutely terrible! No! Fuck! Okay. That's not good. Oko's going down in a earlier round. Sugar, Oko's going down. That lovely little twink of him. Okay, we're going to our face. Let's do some blocking then. I guess like this and like this. And then we'll take 4. If they have a spell, we lose both merchant. Okay, we're on 7. They've got a whole board. I mean, a Deafening Clarion would be the best spell we could possibly draw. Pulse of Marassa is not even remotely terrible here, actually. Gaining 6 life is pretty strong, I've heard. I guess I create a food token. And then play a Caryatid and a Merchant. The next turn I can Monastery Mentor plus... Then we're dead to a lot of burn here. Dead to a lot of burn. I guess I just play the Caryatid and do a load of blocking. Oh my god, they've got Skullcrack mana up! Oh my god! The amount of decisions we've had to make in this game have been pretty fucking crazy. Goblin Chainwaller number 3! You've got to be shitting me. Okay, do they have a Skullcrack? Do we pulse here? Do we food here? I think we have to pulse here. One time no Skullcrack? No! No, the fucker! Fucking Skullcrack, man. The amount of games I've lost to Skullcrack back in the day, and it looks like it's coming back. Die roll 1, let's get that fucking bread, as the kids would say. We have a Jeskai Ascendancy, Sylvan Caryatid, and lands. I couldn't ask for anything more in life, other than perhaps to actually have a fulfilling life. Huh. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm too easily amused. Maybe I settle too easily. They've mulled to 6, which is nice. So we're going to play a Botanical Sanctum and pass the turn. We are now pretending to keep up all sorts of stuff, from spell places through to opts. This 1 green mana could even be a pump spell for all they know. Fortified Village. Is that our first green-white match? Holy shit. A green-white aggro deck? Is it heroic? Is heroic a thing in this format? Interesting. I guess I won't be throwing this Sylvan Caryatid under the bus then, because they'll probably just pump the Hoplite and murder it dead. So ideally next turn we just want to draw the other mana source we need for the Ascendancy, so we can Ascendancy into Slit Through Space and start digging through our... No blocks. I'm not mad. A mad person. I mean, they're going to play another 2-drop. Is it going to be the Heroic Lordy guy? It is! Heroic Horus! All spells now cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast a spell, it targets hero. Put a +1 count on. Okay. Sure thing. Not draw the other land that we needed. I guess we simply anticipate. And then we keep up shock to kill something. We found a mountain. Perfect. Mountain. Pass the turn. We're going to Ascendancy plus slip through space next turn if we want to. We might want to just get multiple Ascendancies in play so we can like dig through our deck really heavy. We're going to hold up the shock until we can get the most value out of it by killing a creature that's being targeted by something. And they aren't really doing that, so that's nice. We play our first Ascendancy. And then I guess we pass the turn, and next turn with a second Ascendancy we can start to go a little bit wild. We'll net 2 mana for every spell cast. We take 3, no pumps. What is their hand? Jesus, they're just going to play like a 5-drop creature or something. The heroic 5-drop. Okay, we drew Sylvan Awakening, which is really good here. Like, absurd. So I guess we're just going to do that. So our lands are about to become creatures, which is nice. We only need a second Sylvan Awakening, so we'll ditch that to our Jeskai Ascendancy. Our lands are now creatures. We're then going to cast Shock on the... Well, no, we're going to cast Slip through space first. Making my Caryatid unblockable. Don't know why I did that, honestly. Bit silly. Let's draw a card, discard a card. Let's discard one of our Ascendancies. Blue, red, and white. Then we're going to cast Jeskai Ascendancy. Untaps our team, make a blue, a red, and a white. Draw and discard a Temple Garden. 2 Ascendancies in play now. And then we're going to go shock this hero. Triggers. Always yield to the +1/+1 on untapping. And they scoop it up. So yeah, they were dead there. We were going to have lethal on board within a couple of spells' time. And they're not going to watch us play it out because people are aware of how busted Ascendancy really is. Our hand is 3 lands, a Merchant, a Helix, a Sylvan Caryatid, and a Teferi. I think Retraction Helix plus Teferi to be able to bounce things that have been pumped and stuff is pretty good, so I'm going to keep this. Planes into Favoured Hoplite. Okay, interesting. And by interesting I mean kind of to be expected from this deck. Draw a Retraction Helix, which isn't terrible. Pass the turn. We're going to play a Caryatid next turn. Battlewise Hoplite. That's the one that scries. Ordeal of Heliod. It gets +1/+1 counter on it whenever it attacks. Then if it has 3 counters on it, you gain 10 life and you sack it. So they're going to get 3 counters this turn anyway. Oh, it's just going to have all the counters in the world. Okay, Curious Obsession on the Hoplite. It might be a case of just Retraction Helixing one thing and deferring the other. But that'll mess our mana up quite significantly. But it means they don't have stuff in play, so that'll be nice. The gaining 10 life doesn't really matter because our deck is like an infinite damage deck. But the fact they're going to draw cards off the Curious Obsession every turn is pretty brutal. So we need to get rid of that. We're going to Teferi, we're going to -3 and bounce the Hoplite, which is obviously a 4/4 attacker. So that's pretty good. Trying to hit our 4th land drop, so we're probably going to opt in their end step. Question is, do they attack us or Teferi here? They attack Teferi, so Teferi's gained us 4 life as well, which is pretty strong for 3 mana. It's basically Reflector Mage. I'll anticipate on top of our library. Don't know if I need that, but I've kept it on top anyway. We're then going to Temple Garden for a Tune of Aether. Grabbing a red source, I guess. Play the Mountain. We're going to haggle. Discarding Retraction Helix. Finding a dig through time. Now we need to decide whether or not we're going to like try to survive one more turn to dig through time in their end step. Try and find a Jeskai Ascendancy. Or whether or not there's other options. I don't think we're going to die. Worst case, we can block with a Caryatid. I don't want to, but we can. So I think we're going to dig through time in their end step to try and find an Ascendancy. Curious Obsession. Okay. Card draw galore. They attack us for 8. And we're just going to take it. On the chin. Like my uncle used to suggest that. Oh, I'm not going down the route of that joke. Right, let's end step. Let's go ahead and dig through time. I cannot dig through time. I'm an idiot. Guess I'm just going to anticipate then. That's bad. I thought I had. I'd miscounted by 1. Sundering Growth. I fucked that one up, kids. Okay, there's our Temple Garden. Can we realistically go to 2? Block this, bounce this. What if they give it Trample? Oh my god. What if they give it Trample? Well, let's go to 2. I mean, I could dig through time now, and if we find an Ascendancy, I could cast it, then die? That doesn't seem good. Okay. Guess this is where we're at. Maybe I can dig this turn. Yep, just need to make sure I ditch one more card to the bin. We are very dead to some trample. Okay, they are going to make this fight this. I guess I respond to that then. By making a blue and casting Retraction Helix on the Sylvan Caryatid. Stubborn Denial. Oof. Okay. That's a thing. Stubborn Denial will resolve. I'm going to lose both my dudes. Well, I'm going to lose one dude then die. Stubborn Denial was very good there. Okay. Game 3 against Heroic. We have a Deafening Clarion and 1 land. That is sad. 2 lands, a tune, opt. Yeah, okay. This is a keeper. Putting Helix on the bottom, I guess. Yeah, we haven't got a creature yet, so let's go find a plains. Do they play a 1-drop? If they don't, we'll be in a good spot. No, okay, they do. It's fine. We can deal with that with our Teferi. Caryatid. Well, don't mind if I did. Yeah. Caryatid, don't mind if I do. Caryatid, I hardly knew it. And I definitely can block that, right? What does this read again? No way am I letting them draw cards. They've missed a land drop. That was a risky keep, and they're about to get very punished for it, I'm afraid. Yeah. Goodbye, Centaur man. Lady. Person. Get out of here. They replay the Centaur. It's almost like it was in their hand the whole time. We play our Ascendancy. Now the question is, do we do any silly stuff here? I guess we do, right? We make a blue. We opt. We're in discard. Yes. We find another opt. I guess we discard that because we want this Retraction Helix to bounce the Lagonin Band Trailblazer. And we're going to go and make a blue again. And we're going to cast Retraction Helix here. Grow our team. Draw and discard. Yes. Discard Merchant of the Veil. Yeah, why not? Go and bounce that back to your hand, I'm afraid, buddy. Yep. See you later. See you later. So next time we can dig through time quite safely. They can't really threaten this Teferi either, so Teferi will be able to downtick soon again. It feels good. When your opponent misses their first land drop, it feels pretty good. This is why Port Town and its whole cycle aren't very good either. Here when you're missing a land drop and you draw it, it's just a tap land. It's no better than the Guild Gate at that point. Casting Dig Through Time. Drawing, discarding. Retraction Helix. Oh boy, they're gonna fucking hate me. And then we're gonna resolve this Dig Through Time. And we're gonna find Sylvan Awakening and Treasure Cruise. Any order on the bottom there. We're then gonna go Retraction Helix on this guy. Yeah, we're going to draw and discard. Unsubstantiate, though it would be pretty funny to bounce things again. No. Think about the optimum line, Vince, not the funniest one. Anyway, boing. They replay Laguna Band Trailblazer for the third? Was that the fourth time, I think? And they're going to probably put something on it. God's willing to give it a counter and to scry one to probably try and ensure they hit a land drop next turn. But the thing is, I don't think they're going to get another turn. Or at least that's my intention anyway. So we cast Sylvan Awakening. We would love to draw and discard. Yes, we would. And they've scooped. Okay, so at that point, our lands become creatures. We tap them for mana. We cast Treasure Cruise. We untap our lands for mana. Make more mana. Probably bounce this again with Teferi for like the 5th time in a row. And just go wild. And then a couple of spells down the line, they'll be dead. Yeah, deck's pretty powerful. When your opponent stumbles as well and you've got interaction, it's even better. I'm just over here winning the dive bowl. Opening hand is a 1-lander with a tune with Aether, but then we can go and get play Sylvan Ascendancy. We've got Ascendancy plus Awakening. I'm going to keep this bad boy. We've got a Shock to interact with Eidolon of the Great Revels if it's another fucking burn matchup that I've played against. Merchant also allows us to dig into our deck a bit further as well. I'm going to say yes to this. So we're not far off combo killing. We're not far off combo killing. So let's go green, attune with Aether, gain 2 more energy. Turns out energy was pretty fucking good as a mechanic. I guess we get the mountain because we've got so many red cards in our hand. That way we can double red spell the turn after if we need to. And the next turn's going to be Sylvan Inherited time. They might just think we're, I don't know, Marvel or something. Forest into Elvish Mystic. Is this elves? Jeez, okay. This is a... I keep joking about burn, but I've only played it once. I'm just scared of it. In reality, these matches have been incredibly, incredibly varied. Which has been fucking awesome, honestly. Trying to cast Inherited, cool. And if we draw a land next turn, we can go just turn this into Shock, into God knows what else. Your mana dork might be 1 turn earlier, but my mana dork makes all colours can block 1/2 toughness creatures without dying, and it's hexproof. Steel Leaf Champion. Okay, the elf deck in this format's going to be not the cool Legacy Elf deck, but more of the beat down modern elves deck, but probably less cool than the modern one. The closer you get to modern times with elves, the less intricate and cool it gets, and the more beat down stompy it gets. And I'm just not here for it, honestly. Okay, we drew a land, which is very, very good. So, where are we at here? We need to hit 1 more land drops next time we can go off with Sylvan Awakening. So we're going to go Steam Vents, pay the life, play the Ascendancy, and then next turn we really need to hope... Well, let's hope they don't Wreck Sage us. That would be... bad feels all round. We're going to shock this. We're going to untap our Sylvan Inherited and draw a card. What do we draw? A Attune with Aether. Guess I discard the Merchant. Kill that mana dork. And then pass the turn. As long as I don't Wreck Sage the Jeskai Ascendancy, I am happy. Is Wreck Sage even legal in this format? What core set? I know Knight of Autumn is, but I'm thinking Wreck Sage would be better in the elf deck if there's any elf tribals in them. Steel Leaf comes in. Ironically, I was mocking their mana dork and saying how great ours is. Ours cannot block this. Even when you're, like, not even just like can't block without dying, just cannot block it. I guess I should eat some humble pie, as the kids would say. Pelt Collector. Llanowar Elves. That's a lot of elves. Okay, untap. Draw a slit through space. Cool, 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 cool. Green, red, and colourless for Sylvan Awakening, which will untap our Sylvan Inherited. And then we can start going wild. We're going to always untap and +1/+1 on our team. Draw a card and discard a card, of course we will. Shock. Huh, what's better or worse here? Probably just drawing the card of Slip Through Space, honestly. No, Attune with Aether as well. This resolves. These are now creatures. Blue. Let's Slip Through Space this boy here. Untap our team. Draw and discard. Yes. Opt. Yeah. Draw a card of Slip Through Space. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Blue, red, blue, colourless. Shock a Pelt Collector? Yeah, why not? It's a blocker. That's why. Not. That's why to do it. Not why not. Draw and discard. Botanical Sanctum. We don't need that now. That's dead. Red, blue, colourless, and blue. Let's cast Dig Through Time. With keeping as much mana on our pool for the stuff we find. Untap our team. Draw and discard. Yes. Yeah, tune's pretty bad. Let's discard that. Dig up some stuff. Action Helix. This is going to be good. Okay. White, red, blue, colourless. Ascendancy. Discard the Aether Hub. Ascendancy online. Blue, red, blue, colourless. Retraction Helix on this bad boy. We missed some mana there because I had yields on. Discard this. Discarding this. Resolve this. Go bouncy, bouncy. Then we're going to cast Treasure Cruise. Cancel. Hang on. Tappy, tappy, tap, tap, tap. Then we're going to pump our team and grow them. Then we're gonna bounce something. Then we're gonna make blue and red and blue. Then we're gonna tap our team. Then we're gonna make white and red and blue and colorless. Undo. We're gonna bouncy instead. Okay. Draw and discard. Draw and discard. Resolve Treasure Cruise. Draw 3 cards. If we didn't draw another land there, we would have actually messed up. And yeah, it almost fucked that up. If we had no green mana in pool, and if that other one was a land, we couldn't have untapped our stuff. Always yield. Always yield. Say yes and discard this. Say yes and discard this. Say okay. Two sentences in play now. 2 sentences in play. I guess we just... Do we go a bit more ham? Do we want to hit them for like 100? I guess we want to hit them for 100. 100's a lot of mat. It's pretty good. So, turn off auto yields. Put all these on the stack. I don't know why I auto yielded there, because I wanted to like pump the mana up and stuff, but I don't think we actually need to anymore. Yes. Yes. No anymore? I don't think I need to draw anymore, honestly. Grab Deafening Clarion. Put that in the bin. Put that in the bin. And then we're going to cast this just to gain lifelink. Actually, you know what? I don't even want to reveal that to them. So I'm going to then give this Retraction Helix. This is fun. Look how big my army's getting. Look how big my army's getting. Untap. 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 Yes, I would love to. Discard this. Okay, I'm just going to say no now. I'm done. I'm done. I think 18 times 3 is enough for now. We could go deeper, but I don't want to cast this Deafening Clarion. Because that'll tell them what we've got. I don't want them to like play around Deafening Clarion in the second game. I mean, I'm all about the banter, but I'm also about like, you know, doming people for 100. So I can't... But I also want to win. So it's a very conflicting feeling, you know, doing it for the vine and all that, as the kids would say. Got these 4 fucking Leyline of the Voids in my board, and I've only seen 1 self-mill deck across like 10 games. What the fuck? Okay, we have 3 Ascendancies and 2 Caryatids. Maybe? I just don't like to mulligan. I'm so fucking bad. So fucking bad. That's probably not what I should be doing. But I mean, like, 1 actual spell and we're off to the races. And our Ascendancies can trigger our Ascendancies after we played an Ascendancy, right? I heard you like Ascendancy, so I'm going to play an Ascendancy after I played an Ascendancy. And I also heard you like dead memes. Let's play Aether Attunement thing and go and grab, I guess, an island? Yeah, islands are cool. Okay, that's a fucking Yorvo. Wowza! This is actually like full-on green stompy beats. Huh. My Wrath effect doesn't even hit that. I guess Sylvan Caryatid can like bounce their board once I've got an Ascendancy online. I wonder if I want to stick 2 Caryatids before I play the Ascendancy into the Retraction Helix to get like maximum value. Or whether I want to go double Ascendancy first. Unsure. They're attacking with a Mana Dork, so there's not a 4 mana play here. Which is nice. Oh god. Oh god. No! No! I played it. Oh my god, this entire league I've played around pump spells from red decks and white decks. And I guess, yeah, it does make sense the green deck would have the pump. That really puts us back an entire turn. But on the upside, it did cost them a card and a turn. Maybe they know how good Sylvan Caryatid actually is. Okay, let's try this again. This time not fucking it up. We're 2 turns away from combo time, combo town, yeah. I guess I don't block this time. Oh my god, the mind games. What if they don't have another aspect? I don't know. I can't risk it. I can't risk it. The objective thing to do is to try and actually resolve my own combo, but that is very funny. Smuggler's Copter. I'm going to take 7 next turn. Jesus Christ on a bike. Tomwat's Crypt's pretty good against my Delve threats. Oko. Pretty shit here, though. Okay, let's play an Ascendancy. And next turn we get to go off. Unless they blow up my Ascendancy, in which case we don't get to go off, but we can Retraction Helix the 4/4 to buy us some time. Don't be a Rex Sage, don't be a Rex Sage. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, that's growth, as they say. That's a swole 5/5 giant. That crypt might be enough to put us off, you know. That's 9 damage. Okay, in it comes. Jeez. At least they didn't like go after combat to try and find the Rex Sage by discarding us to the Smuggler's Copter. Even if Rex Sage is legal in this format, I'm not even sure. I literally cannot remember when it was printed. Like M14, M10 or something? I don't know. I think we're going to win now. I think. So the Attune with Aether is free, right? Yes. Okay. Scott Oko, we don't need him anymore. Actually, I don't need the Steam Vents either, but whatever. Oh, we are on 2, so we can't shock the Steam Vents, and that would be rather embarrassing. Sylvan Awakening time! So all our creatures get big. They're going to exile our graveyard now. I mean, there's got to be a time to do it. I don't know if that's really the time to do it, honestly. That resolves. We're going to bounce their only blocker now. Boop! See you later, Collator. Collator? That could be a thing. That could be a thing. Don't judge me. Ascendancy number 2. Then we're going to opt, which will grow our team again. Which will go blue, red, white, bouncy, blue. Yes, discard this. Yes, discard this. Okay. Put it on bottom. Draw this. Okay. Sure. Triple Ascendancy. Grow our team. Bounce a thing. Get a green mana. Grow our team. Make some mana. We've actually got an infinite loop there because we can bounce our own Ascendancies. That's pretty wild. Wow. Okay. That's pretty crazy. Discarding lands. This Ascendancy resolves. Cast another Ascendancy. Yeah, we're going to always yield at this point, I think. Because we don't need all this mana. Well, we do if we want to keep casting our own Ascendancies, but we don't. And now we're just going to, yeah, resolve everything, sure. I mean, we could keep going. But, like, I don't want to rub it in too hard on my opponent that we're hitting them for, like, silly amounts of damage. But as you can see, you can just loop your entire deck and hit them for, like, 400 or something. Yeah, the deck seems pretty good. So what did you think of the deck? It's pretty fucking good, right? We need some sideboard tech against Burn, because Burn is going to be the best deck in the format for the first couple of weeks. Perhaps we need some authority of the consoles or other such jazz. I think my sideboard just wasn't ready for them. Maybe I'm too fearful of leyline of graveyard decks like Legacy and Modern, teaching me that they can pack my shit in, when reality I need to be more fearful of the red decks, similar to what you would do in a standard environment. I've been Vince, also known as PleasantKenobi on the internet. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the deck. Leave me a comment down below telling me what you think of the deck, improvements we can make, and what your favourite bit was. Drop me a like, subscribe, kiss my arsehole if you get the chance, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Ta-ta for now.